Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Okay, let me make sure that you guys can hear me because I'm not sure. Yes, you can. Excellent. Yes, we can. If I could quote the former president, yes, we can. And yes, Harry did. Um, oh man, can you believe it's here? I've already ordered my copy. Now, if you let's see. Okay, the thing is, I know some people that ordered had problems because there was such a high rate of people ordering all at once. I decided to go to a different source. I went to Target. That's where I ordered mine from. I always go to Target because I try not to enrich Jeff Bezos any more than I have to. So even though I love my Prime account, on occasion I will use Target just to kind of spread it out a little bit. So um, that was just my personal choice. Not an endorsement of any kind, but I do love Target, and I have purchased quite a few things from Target over the years. If I want to make sure that my batteries are not counterfeit and won't explode in my device, I just order it from Target. Certain products that I use for personal care, whether it's lotion, shave cream, razors, just to be sure, I order from one of the big box stores, sometimes Walmart, sometimes Target, um, because not everything we order online is authentic. Amen. If it looks like too much of a bargain, it may be out of date or it may be counterfeit. But anyway, that's just my little word to the wise for today. So, hello, Lydia Washington, Carolyn Tubbs, Elaine Parker, Emma D, Connie Bomber, uh, Annie Bennett, Gwen Daniels, Joan Garcia. Hello, Joan Garcia. Let's see. Did I say Dolores Williams? Lou Lee, Veronica Quick, Marcy Foreman, Jan Martin, Victoria Fabre, and Mercedes Todd. Okay. Also, there is. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Oh, look who wants. Okay, Jelaine wants to say hi to a few people. Let's see here. Karen is here, and Audrey Teschner. Hello, Audrey. Also, Crazy Trekker. Gracie Infowabi. Okay, Infowabi. Okay, I'm so proud of myself for pronouncing that. I hope I got it right. Berta Sanchez, who wants to say hi with roses. How sweet. Kenether Ash. Uh, okay. Joyce Anderson. Okay, I think I'm kind of repeating myself right now. Oh, Audrey wants to say hi. Okay, I went all the way to the beginning, so I think I should go back the other direction now. Oh, Sherry Ware. Hello, Sherry. Okay, I'm scrolling back the other way. 1960. Rosa Roberts wants to say hi. And Joyce Volz. Hi, Joyce wants to say hi. Okay, always glad to help out. Dorothy Ross wants to say hi with lots of hugs. Those are hugs, right, Dorothy? I was so surprised when I went to the Netherlands, when I went to Amsterdam. They were like three hugs all over the place there too, especially in the red light district. But no, I didn't know that that was a symbol for their city. That was like one of those surprises that nobody tells you, and then you get there. But I believe that there is a religious connotation to it. So that was a fun surprise. Okay, Sherry Ware wants to say hi to a few people. Yeah, I walked into the Netherlands. I'm like, well, to Amsterdam. I'm like, whoa, this is a swinging town, isn't it? It just goes to show how twisted my mind is, right? Hello, Black Queen. Okay. And Mackenzie, hi. Okay. I'm scrolling all the way back in the other direction. Okay, Tash Mac. Marshar is here. TCC Sun. Okay, Lucy Wen. Tony Ray. Tony, what is that? Letitia. Okay. And okay, there it is. Tony Raysa. There we go. Very well. Okay. All right, you guys. The book in his own words. Oh my goodness. When this dropped this morning, it was just ever so subtle, but yet it made one of the loudest sounds since the eruption of Krakatoa. It was a Vesuvius of material that was just released. And that was just the advert. Wait until we get the book. Um, the cover, the gaze, the title, it says so much. When that book is released, oh, when it is released, January 10th, okay, let me get this right. On 10 January 2023, readers everywhere will be part of a landmark publication, the story of Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, personal and emotional, powerful spare will be published by Trans World Books, supporting two special charities detailed at princeharrymemoir.com. Well, we'll get to that, of course, the charities, but oh, this is exciting. I haven't been this happy since, or should I say, I haven't been this excited since the last season of Oprah Winfrey. I haven't been this excited since Oprah gave away cars. That's how happy I am. About, what was it, $12 million worth of cars. And this just pales, or should I say, that pales in comparison to the announcement of this book. The excitement is palpitating. Yes, yes. And of course, one of the tabloids, and probably that was just the one that I saw. Of course, it was called Harry's Bombshell Memoirs. They always use the term bombshell. Oh, by the way, are you guys hearing the echo today? You know what, Lydia? I thought I did. I thought I did that. But let me go and check again. Let me see how many people in here. Well, okay, it's not that many yet, but okay, I could have sworn I did, but I will go back and check it again and make sure. That is odd. Oh, you know what? I did. Yeah, I did. But let me undo it and I will do it again. And okay, it is subscriber. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it's okay. Let me do 70 seconds. Let me see if it allows for that. Because it was already on 60, but I'm going to do 70 seconds and see what happens. Oh, God, it'd be funny if that actually means 70 minutes. Okay, and then I'm going to go back and do it to 60. I just wanted to make sure that I know that it's working. But yeah, I was sure I did, but I'm going to go back to 60 now just to make sure. Just to make sure something kicks in when I do that. Okay. Okay, I think we're good now. All right. You know, I thought it was something weird about that when I tried to switch it on today, and apparently it just did not engage. All right. I think we're good now. I think we're alone now. I gotta see what's in Harry's book. I think we're alone now. All right. There we go. All right. There we go. Perfect. All right. Good looking out. Thank you, Lydia. Okay. So let me look at some of your comments here. Francine Mosley says, I think the R&R, which of course is the Royal Rotor, tabloids will be trying to trash it, but it won't stick. I just want him to mention Angela wait, Angela Liar Levin, that's a mouthful, and her 10 to 15-minute interview. You know what? I suspect he will probably. Oh, you know what? But if he does that, then that would bolster her image because people will wonder what is it he doesn't want the world to hear. But as I was searching for his book on Amazon today, of course, there were a whole list of books, and Angela's was one that popped up, much to my dismay. So, yeah, I'm not sure that would be a good idea. But you know what? Um, at this point, what would it hurt? Maybe he'll have a whole section about things that have been written about him that is not true. And of course, this is his opportunity to set the record straight. And in particular, while we know that people will be paying attention. So I won't say that that's a bad idea, but I followed him for a year, and you don't. Well, yeah, I spoke to him on that occasion, but as an author, we writers, we don't have to speak to the person. We can observe and grift. Can you say grift? Can you say grift? Oh man, that's what she said. She said that you don't have to spend a lot of time with a person, or should I say, you don't have to speak to a person. You can observe them and gain a lot of information like that. That is what she said. That is what she said. That observation is one of the major keys to attaining enough material for a book. And just for reference, you guys that may not know this, um, the what she's speaking about is there was an opportunity made for her to tag along with Harry on some of those official calls, and it was given to her so that at the end of that particular season of work for Harry, that she would write a magazine article about what Harry does and how he does it and such. That was it. And throughout that period of following her around, she was given access to him on one occasion to actually interview him. And she wasn't given this access for a book, it was for a magazine article. She's the one who turned it into a complete book of fiction as far as I'm concerned, but that was her idea to turn it into a book. So that was something that was not supposed to happen, but it did. And of course, uh, Harry's staff was furious with her. Church Nellie. Hi, Church Nellie. How are you? Gosh, I miss you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here, my friend. I missed you. Ah, hey, Church Nelly, my dear friend who's got 15 months of a membership with Royal Sussex. I was listening to Petal. I don't know how she got that misunderstanding. Lordy have mercy. Isn't that weird? Somebody must have misheard. Um, anyway, thanks for being here, Church Nelly, and thank you. Woo! Listen, Church Nelly, we was just having fun yesterday. I don't know how it turned into something like that. Anyway, I'll have to make it up to you somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Whether it's a jug of old granddad or some smearing off or something, but I got to make it up to you. I was listening to the pedal today, and I was just like, "What? How did that happen?" Yeah, somebody told Petal that Church Nelly was imitating Petal's. When she's scrolling, she goes, ah, ah, ah. Woo! And I don't know. Somehow there was a misunderstanding, and somehow they had accused Church Nelly. Oh, that is so weird. I hate when that happens. Anyway, you guys, now that we have cleared the air on that, of course, Church Nelly wasn't responsible. That'd be like saying Church Nelly was responsible for, hello, Ivy here, or thank you for clicking on my channel. Of course, Church Nelly doesn't do that stuff. That was me. Oh, Lily Lamore, seriously? You want me to sing? Oh, you said don't sing. Oh, okay. I was getting excited. I was like, really? All the way from the beginning? Okay, let me see. Naomi Maria says, Baron, I think Angela Levin has a weird, disturbing obsession for Harry. Why she seems to hate Meghan with a vengeance. Well, maybe she has some amorous designs on Harry and some implied ownership, which is absolutely disturbing. I mean, absolutely disturbing. But oh yes, Sherry Ware. Why don't we do that? Let me see. Now, again, you guys, I used what did I use? I used Target, but that was just a personal choice of mine because Target gives a percentage of their profits to worthy causes. But, let your conscience be your guide. But that was just my choice of vendors for Harry's book. Wait, did I just pin that and unpin it? Oh, Lord, let me see. How did I do that? It just said unpin. Okay, I know I'm a bit unhinged, but how could that be pinned and then hey, Anne from Duchess of Success is here. Okay, let me see there. Let me try that again. Pin. Okay, I need to peg it, not pin it. That's what the problem is. I need to peg. Okay, so that is bookshop.org. Okay, so that is one source that you can go to for the book is bookshop.org. Oh, and I love this. It says 22 $22 million or 22,841 raised for local bookstores. Oh, I love this. Sherry Ware, thank you. This will help some of the local bookstores. And as you guys know, there's not a lot of them, but this is to help keep the local bookstores in business, I suppose. So, bookshop.org. Very good, Sherry. You are so thoughtful always. Always. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for clicking on my channel. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit of foot and mouth disease, I think I have. Um, okay. Okay, I'm scrolling down to like Anne says, I really do think Angela Levin is obsessed with Harry in a deranged way. With the others, it's just about money. Angela is genuinely in love with him. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, I just kind of threw up in my mouth. Oh God. Look. Oh. Ooh, excuse me. Oh. Bleh. Okay. Sorry, Anne. uh, in love with him, like a psychomaniac, dangerous woman. Oh, what is that acid that just came up my esophagus? Ugh. 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 I mean, ugh. Could you imagine her reaching to him with those 4 little stubby digits of hers and pressing up against him with those beady eyes and ugh, oh, oh, ugh. Girl, why are you getting me started? Lord, Lord, Lord. I just had a visual, as they say, and it was not cute. Oh, oh. When you feel that acid coming up the back of your esophagus, that's never a good thing. And then all of that old nasty troll lipstick, ugh. that that mortician foundation that she wears. And just imagine if she might have a bit of a weird, like, smell or something. Just imagine. I'm not saying she does, but I guess, ugh, I bet you all over she just smells like old lady purse. Ugh. Anyway, whoo, I couldn't breathe. Hold on. Oh, oh, why did you get me started? Let me get this thing off this screen. I gotta stop looking at her for a minute. Oh, I bet you she just smells like old handbag. Like the very first handbag that the queen bought back in the 50s, that model she used to carry. I just imagine she just smells like that all over. Ugh. Oh god. Oh. Ah. I feel like I have been somewhere and back, like I ran really fast. Oh. Oh, I mean, I got a head rush from that one. Hi, BJ. BJ said they had better get those printing machines up and running. They're going to have a lot of copies to make. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. I mean, immediately, the first place I tried to order, it didn't work, and so I that's why I went to Target. I saw it was available at Target. I like Target, so that's where I went. Um, Ooh, I got a head rush from that one. And of course, let's talk about the photo. That very, I mean, that gaze says defiance, strength, courage. There's so many things going on with that gaze. And I love the fact that he's not wearing anything posh. He's not wearing a uniform. He's not even wearing a button down shirt with a collar. He's just got on a simple t-shirt and whatever he's wearing around his neck looks like is just a simple piece of jewelry, perhaps with a little pendant on it or something. So very simple. And of course, those chiseled features of Harry's, all of those things come together to make quite an image. I mean, you could literally imagine this face in a gallery somewhere, blown up, say, 50 times the size, and it would have that kind of power that you just couldn't stop looking at him. So you want to know what he's thinking. And because it has that feeling of what is he thinking, you just you it engages you. It absolutely draws you in. So if that was the point of it, then I would say success because it just makes you want to know. Youth and vigor, and yet there's so much wisdom um in his eyes. So I'm excited for it. Okay. And then there's this Royal Suitor wanted to set the record straight for everyone who was in my mentions yesterday calling the New York Times article a work of fiction. I will remind you, I don't post things that I don't believe to be true. Got it? I don't post things I don't believe to be true. So, when we are looking for reliable sources, I would say never just reach out to one, go to a few. And while you're looking for reliable sources, one of the best places to stop off is right here at Royal Suitor. It's just a good idea. As you guys know, I lean heavily on um, Omid Scobie. Not that I think everything Omid Scobie says is the word. However, he seems to get a lot of information fast and accurate. And that's what I'm looking for when I need to verify. And that's the whole point. I don't like to post or mention anything that I cannot verify from a second source. I just want to be as accurate as possible. And so it is best to stick with those blue check marks, okay? And not just one, but maybe try to source it between a few. And especially if it does no harm to say, okay, the 10th of January, if it doesn't really do any harm to speculate about that, then you don't need to, um, I guess, take a person to task, especially if it comes within a day or two of that target. It's just not worth it. But always double check. That is worth it. Double check, triple check whenever possible. Yes, try to be as accurate as possible. It works for everybody. Yes, thank you so much. Lydia says there are over 1,000 in the chat with only 429 likes. Please hit the like button. Yes, please do that. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps out so much with the algorithm. Dorothy Ross says to someone else, okay, so I'm going to keep moving. Okay, and Rosa Roberts wants to say hi to a few people, and we're always glad to help out with that. So, yesterday, a Royal Suitor says it seems like a sure thing or as close to a sure thing as is possible in book publishing. Prince Harry was writing a tell all after months of frenzied speculation. The book has a publication date 10 or I'm sorry, January 10th, 2023 according to industry executives. So that's all she said. And of course, somebody declared that was fiction. Okay, this is the same Royal Suitor that was quoted on James O'Brien's show, the one that we have all listened to again and again, the one that we all say, "Oh, did you see this? Oh, this was great." Okay, yes, I saw that a year ago, but it was so great. It is worth sharing, and I'm glad anytime someone brings it up because it's just an excuse to share it again. So yes, that same Royal Suitor. Um, it managed to reach the likes of James O'Brien, and so yeah, I just want you guys to know that when you see something, especially from a deranger, check with a few of our reliable blue check marks, and that way you can know whether or not it is real before you share something that is really fiction. So okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. Let me see. And then, of course, Penguin Random House declined to comment. A representative for Harry and Meghan also declined to comment. But you know what? It just so happens it was true. So that's that. Great scoop. Thank you so much, Royal Suitor. God, I would be impressed if Royal Suitor was actually watching. Uh, I mean, just because Royal Suitor does like some amazing work, so that's all. Let me see. You can also order Spare through bookshop.org to send copies to your local library. Great way to get Prince Harry's book in libraries so everyone can read his book. Historical record, y'all. Sherry Ware, again, so thoughtful of you. I love that. Thank you. Okay, and Audrey Teschner says that pic says it all: wisdom, inner peace, courage, truth. The name is alone is a statement on its own. I love it. Can't wait. Thank you so much, Audrey Teschner. And that is a lot to take in. And I agree with you 100. Love it. Thank you. And also, thank you so much for the super chat. And also, thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Have I said hi to Church Nellie in the last few minutes, my good girlfriend? Did I say hi? I'm just crazy about Church Nellie. Okay, Annie Buller says the Shutter Island tabloid media will not be able to make money off Harry anymore. Harry says in his own words, I love it. Oh, well, I wish that were true, but they will find some kind of way to monetize this book. And at the same time, they are going to make it more desirable for everyone to oh, and could you imagine Harry's voice? Harry actually, and what did I just say yesterday? What did I just say yesterday? Do you remember that about Hillary Clinton, about Barack Obama, about Michelle Obama, Bill Clinton, even Jesse Jackson? They all have something in common. They all won a Grammy for the spoken word. The spoken word. So I don't want to get ahead of myself, but all things are possible. Yes, all things are possible if only you believe. So there's no reason to believe that this incredible book won't be in line for something else down the line. You know what I mean? It is possible when a person has a biography and they speak the words themselves, occasionally, it can translate into a Grammy. I'm just saying, but let's get the book out there first, shall we? Let's get that book out there. Okay, and Rohini says, how are the British media and the Unroyals dealing with it? I almost feel sorry for them. Almost is the operative word. And let's see, Ladarius Martin says, hi, Baron and chat. Taking a break from dragging trolls to chill with my fellow squatties, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated, and thank you so much for being here. Okay. Letitia Malone says, look out for Skull's book coming to a bookstore near you, forever competing with Harry. So lame. Yes, bed knobs and broomsticks. They are going to have to come up with something, won't they? Okay, let me see here. Let me go to the next one. There you go. His word, his story. So that is the page that I ordered from. And as you can see, second line, it says Target. So that is how I found Target, was on the second line there. And that was it. But you can see there's other places where you can order, or should I say pre-order. And I probably pre-ordered maybe 10, 20 minutes after it was available. That's when I put in my pre-order. Okay, let me do this, you guys. Okay, I think I was a bit dehydrated. I need to drink water for sure. And there's the press release. Let me see here. Nurse wife mother says the tabloids are dying to make money off this. I can see the headlines now. I read Prince Harry's book, so you don't have to. Ooh. And you know what? Most people criticizing the book are going to fit into that category of the people who will read a headline or read a title like that and won't actually read the book, but they are going to have everything on God's green earth to say about it. Meanwhile, us squatties have already bought multiple copies. You got that right. Absolutely. And by doing so, we will push this book. Not, well, you know what, even if we don't, but we will. The book is going to be number one anyway. But to ensure that, if you can buy copies to share, as Sherry Ware recommends, even send them to the public library. There's there's good reason to do that. So it is going to be a hot book. I mean, people who haven't read a book for years will find themselves reaching for the spare. So I can see that coming. Thank you so much, nurse wife mother. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, so it says here, spare the highly anticipated memoir of Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, to be published globally on January 10th, 2023 by Penguin. Gosh, that's a weird word. By Penguin, Pingram, Pingram. Oh, screw it. Okay. Simultaneously publication in 16 simultaneously publicated. Oh, okay, that's weird. In 16 languages worldwide. Book cover revealed New York 20 October 27, 2022. Okay, that's kind of small. Release simultaneously. Yeah, that's too small for me. Oh, that hurts. Ooh, that hurts. Never mind. Okay, and so here you have breaking Prince Harry to release memoir in January 2023. You guys, please go to the comments and just name any of the news agencies that you've seen this headline because it is all over social media. They even mentioned it on the CBS this morning, and someone even said to Gail, well, they asked Gail a question, and Gail said, I don't know. I don't have any inside information. They don't share that stuff with me. But hello, Claire Kane. You know what? I wanted to go through and I wanted to just screenshot all of the places where I actually saw the headlines for Harry's book. And I realized that that would be an overwhelming job. So I stopped no sooner than I started and I just left it with this one. But, oh, CNN. Okay. Hello, Ethan's husband. But yeah, it was just like a sudden. Oh, you saw it on 12 so far. Exquisite Caribbean Queen. TMZ can be very biased against certain people at times. Yeah, right. I loved it. I mean, it was a blanket of coverage uh, featuring Prince Harry's book. And I'm encouraged by that. I am truly encouraged by that. I say keep the momentum going. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that, Sherry. Where let me see here. But you know, that being said, let me go ahead and put that on the screen so that people can see that. Okay, New York Times. TCC Sun says New York Times, Vanity Fair, AP News, Washington Post, Esquire, etc. Yes. Is Big Mama here? Hi, Big Mama. Let me see here. Big Mama, How many flashlights do you have? Oh, man. I watch too many movies, don't I? Okay. All right, let me go to the next one. Thank you, Sherry Ware. I hope you guys got that. Um, I just say fill in the blank. I just say fill in the blank. Now, I made this for Archie's birthday, but I blanked it out and I was just thinking of the dozens of things that I could fill this space with about the announcement of Harry's book. Oh God. Oh God. Oh really? Oh God. Whatever book it is. Oh God. I could just hear that pompous, arrogant tone from Charles III. I could just hear that in my head. Oh God. Oh no, not you. Not this again. Oh God. I like that one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I hate this bloody thing. It'd be just like Pingate. Instead of them giving him an exploding pen, this time they're gonna give him a book and the pages are just gonna fall in his lap. I hate this bloody thing. Oh God. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. Absolutely. Oh God. Oh man. Oh yes. I could just imagine Charles, and then his hands get all puffy and red and oh God. I hate this bloody thing. Baron, I know you actually mean Charles the Third. Of course, Charles the Third. I hate this bloody thing. I wonder if he's going to make that Charles Nelson Riley face. Remember the Charles Nelson Riley face when that guy said, Charles, Charles, why do we have to pay you £100 million and pay for your parades? And then he said something, Neiman Marcus, and Charles took off. Mercedes Todd says Harry and Meghan have not gone out and done publicity for their projects. They don't even have to. The press sells what they're doing. Yeah, exactly. They don't. Yeah, you know what? That is so true. They don't have to have a press conference. Um, their press releases are just very, it's just drops and then all of a sudden the entire media reacts. Oh God. Oh man. Oh yeah. When Camilla hears about this, she's gonna pop a few stitches. Whatever they're doing to her right now, I could just hear the creases just stretching and what? What? Oh man. You guys, my side is hurting. Please stop. Stop, stop, stop. My side is hurting. All plastic surgery Camilla had was a waste of time. I have to learn. I can't take it. I can't take it. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to pass because my side is hurting. Oh my goodness. Woo! I am literally sitting up here. My eyes are watering. Oh man. I knew that as soon as I saw it, oh God. Oh man. Okay, let me go on. And there. You know what? I forgot to give the proper credit for this, but one of the squaddies put this together. And there you see Harry 2014 and 2022. And he's come a long way in that very short period of time. Um, the maturity abound. He has just come a very long way. And even though they work so hard to try to to put him in some type of box or some type of position that would inhibit his personal growth. God had other plans. God had other plans. I am so certain that when they rejected the half in, half out, that God was showing favor upon the Sussexes. God was showing them that there's a better way. Absent of that reality, I can't think of what else was at play. But it had to be something of God that said, no, no, your lives are so much bigger than this half in, half out. That will not do. And so there was no half in, half out. They were pushed out by the tabloid media, by the various houses of Windsor, whether it was a total neglect from the sovereign, whatever you want to call it, they were pushed out. And by pushing them out of that institution, it pushed them into a life that probably has exceeded both their expectations. And now they are the most, and I do mean the most popular royals that they are. They're the most popular couple in the world, the most influential. It reminds me of the old E.F. Hutton commercials. When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. So that is what I'm seeing from this. Prince Harry wishes to support British charities with donations from his proceeds from Spare. The Duke of Sussex has donated 1.5 million to Santa Ballet on organizations, should I say. He funded with founded rather with Prince Say So in their mother's legacies, which supports vulnerable children and young people in Lesotho and Botswana affected by HIV/AIDS. Prince Harry will also donate to his nonprofit organization, Well Child, in the amount of £300,000. Well Child, which he has been royal patron for 15 years, makes it possible for children and young people with complex health needs to be cared for at home instead of hospital wherever possible. So, yes, very worthy cause. And it also shines a light on the family. And that's what I love about it is that it's not just about the child that is ill, it's about the entire family. And and that's very different from so many other agencies, which tend to just focus on the child. But as you know, it's a whole family affair caring for someone at home. So um, that's what I love about the Well Child. Oh, hi, Lauren. Lauren says, you're right, Baron. Them being rejected from the half in, half out formula was destiny aligning. He is using their own labels against him and showing how wrong that label of spare was. I agree. Absolutely. I do agree with that. Absolutely. He is showing them how wrong they were to try to label him with the spare. I mean, it is the darndest thing. And as Pedo mentioned today, Ivy made a video. And you guys, as I used to and will continue to go on and on about Ivy's work, Ivy mentioned the idea of the spare a long time ago. She made a video about it, explaining the dangers of that spare branding. And this just goes to show, with this being Harry's first book, this being Harry's first book, how on point she was with that, the spare. Um, oh, by the way, you guys, I just noticed that Novara Media. Oh, well, you know what? I am going to I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to put this in the community tab. Um, must see. Okay. Just in case I forget to do it later. But I love Novara Media. They are very good at what they do. So yes, Ivy had a what is that? Sussex Global UK. Let me see if I can find that link. Sussex Global UK. Let's see. All right. I am looking for the one about the spare, but I'm gonna have to find that and put it in the community tab. It was Oh man, it was amazing. And it's one of those ones where when you're listening to Ivy, you're like, "Am I breathing?" Because you get so caught up into what she's saying, you almost forget to breathe. But she spoke about the spare, and it was so on point. Let me see here. I am looking through. It had to have been some time ago. I remember that, but, anyway, I'll have to try to find it later. Oh, and then the one about the whipping boy. Was that a two-part? But yeah, and I hope more people will find Ivy's channel and pay close attention to what she has been saying for quite some time, because Ivy has been so on point with explaining, um the way that family uh, is challenging to someone's mental well-being. In particular, the way the heirs are raised. Yeah, so make sure you guys find that one. Okay, so yeah, I'm glancing. I don't see it, but I shall look for it. All right, the spare. Maybe I need to throw a "the" in there. Nope, still don't see it. Okay, but yeah, I'll find that for you. All right, so let me move on then. Let me move on. They're not only called him the spare, but I remember one of those boys. Uh, what is that? Rikishi commentators, rakishly, right? Commentators saying he was less attractive and less intelligent than his brother. Seriously. Oh my God. Well, we have been throwing the word cult around lately, haven't we? We have been throwing the word cult around about the institution. And if there is any evidence that that is accurate, it is the fact that people seem to see exactly what they want to see and nothing else. Hi, Deborah. And nothing else. Beverly McCaskill says he is still giving back to those in the UK. That shows his heart for those on that pathetic island, that more needs to be done by those living there. That is true. That is true. And even though right now, you know what, I'm going to save that for later, because um, people on that island are in trouble. They are in trouble. This government has the Tories. It seems like they have sold them out, and I promise I don't know enough about it, but it just seems like the that very Tory government has sold them out. They have made life so difficult for the average working class person that is outrageous. And the same thing happened here in the United States. You had Reagan and Thatcher tearing the trade unions apart, the last vestige of protection for working class people, a protection that carried further than the actual shops that they were created to protect. but it also gave protection to those who were not in unions. And by tearing the unions down, they managed to rid themselves of any challenges from the voting blocks that came from the trade unions. Oh, don't get me started with that. But see where we are with all this. Oh, I'm so conservative. I want to take things back to the 1950s. Well, welcome to the 1950s. Not a really comfortable place, especially for Black people. Not a very comfortable place. Myra V says, so when haters refer to Harry and Meghan becoming poor, we can reply, I had never seen a poor person donating 1.5 million to children in need. Myra, hello. I am going to give you a big old Medea. Hello. Thank you for that. I love that. That is so true. That is so true. They're so poor that they can afford to give away $1.5 million. I tell you, I wish I lived in abject poverty like that. Oh, life would be so much more comfortable. Oh, don't worry, it's coming. I mean, that book is going to find you. There are so many places you'll be able to find that book. Okay. Hey, Church Nelly, my friend. Hey. Hey, Church Nelly. We cool. Harry is the good looking one, not William. He is always the one everyone loves because we always wanted to know what he is up to. Also, it shows he has better business acumens than anyone else. Very, very true. Harry is just a born leader. Harry is a born leader. He's not meant to follow. I mean, Harry will follow someone who deserves respect. That I'm sure of. He will even follow people that don't deserve respect because of his respect for authority. But it just seems so misplaced to have Harry walking footsteps behind his brother, a person who I just he is so much less qualified and has done so much less with his life than his father was able to achieve by this very same time in his life. Uh, Whether or not you want to ever say anything kind about Prince Charles, I totally get the idea that you may not be able to ever do that. But Charles has done the work. He has done the work. For better or worse, he has done the work. He has taken all the criticism that goes along with having made decisions, for having considered things, whether or not he's using other people's money, whether or not he's using other people's ideas. He does things for better or for worse, which is 100 times more than you could ever say about William, who shows absolutely no interest in anything but looking important. And that's it. Baron, don't forget to tell them to vote. Yes, we're going to get to that. We are going to get to that. Let me move on, you guys. There it is. It's the next thing up. The pop podcast of 2022. Let's see. As you can see, I highlighted in red, or I boxed it in red, archetypes. So, how do you vote? The thing is, you can vote every day. And did I hear someone say that we can vote 25 times in a day? Whatever it is, every time you think about it, like let's say every time you grab another beverage, say to yourself, did I vote? Did I vote? Well, even if you can't, then darn it, try. Just try. Do it. Vote. Vote. Do it like they do in Chicago. Vote early, vote often. That's what they used to say in Chicago. Vote early and vote often. Or is it vote often, vote early? whatever it is, just do it. Vote, vote, vote. See how in sync we are? I didn't even know that that was the next thing up there, and there it is. Oh, wait a minute. Which vote did you were talking about? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, and don't forget to vote for the midterm elections too. So, yes, vote, you guys. Doesn't cost you a thing. Help our Duchess shine by casting your vote. I do not understand how the British people are so angry about this book. He is donating money. The other royals take pictures. If I was a charity, I would want donations of money instead of a wave. Yes, instead of just a little smile and a little wave, show me the money. Show me the money. My understanding says, what's that, Lori? My understanding is the Tory government was there to do right by people as it was came about by the outlaws, fight the system in place, fight against the old ways of government. Yeah, they didn't fight against the old ways like governing. They fight against governing. And by the way, thank you so much, Newsworthy. Hi, Claire Kane. Thank you so much for being here. Claire Kane says it's already a bestseller on Amazon due to the volume of pre-orders. Well, very good then. I am so glad for that. Now, I tried to use Amazon and that was my first, and I said, let me go to Target. Let me go to Target. And that's because when I tried, it was so early in the process, there wasn't a photo of the book, and I just wasn't sure it was the right thing, right? And then when I went to Target, they didn't have a photo of the book up either. But I said, you know what? I'm just going to put it in. And if they get around to it, they get around to it. If not, oh well. But hey, Pinoy Vlog TV says, I am so proud of Prince Harry that he did what he has to do for supporting those who are in need, especially the children. Absolutely. Yeah, Harry has been an advocate for the welfare of children for a very long time. As a matter of fact, I want to say it started when he was a mere child himself. Um, but yeah, that's just and that is really living his mother's legacy. You have to say that he is truly living up to his mother's legacy. All right, so there it is, People's Choice Award, and that is how you vote. Um, Again, go to your reliable social media and you will see how to do it, or you can just go straight to the website. It's probably better if you do that. Go to the People Choice Award, but everybody in the squattydom is explaining. So your reliable squatties have been laying this out on Twitter most of the day, and that will help to guide you. But you can also just go straight there and do it yourself. Not too hard, is it? All right, let me look at some more comments here. Hi, Church Nelly. Church Nelly says, remember the episode in Martin when Martin's friend rigged his apartment to scare him? Oh, no, I don't remember that one, but I'll watch it for you, Church Nelly, and then I'll make a report to you so we can have something to talk about besides how I threw you under the bus yesterday. Huh? A little something to change the subject. How about that? You and me. We'll talk about that, I promise. Oh, Cat Harlem, thank you so much for the super sticker, Baron. You can vote for Archetypes daily, sliding the bar to 25 until the show airs. Okay, that's what I heard, is that you can do it on a daily basis. And That means 25 times, right? Sliding the bar to 25. So yeah, do that, you guys. Just keep voting. Make our fave number one. I mean, because she is number one, but there will be dark forces trying to work against as usual. And so we have to counter that with our force for good, our force for change, our force for the righteous in this world. We have to use our powers to make sure that our Duchess has a fair chance with this nomination. So, or with the vote, rather. Okay. Chuck the turd gets no credit from me. Whatever he may have done, what's that? He negated by the horrendous way he treats his son and his family. Understood. Okay. Let me see. Cynthia Ashton says, Baron, people trust H with their money. That's why he can use it. These people has money to spare, so they give it to the spare to share. Okay, the spare to share. Got it. I love that. They give it to the spare to share. Oh, I love that. And the fact that it rhymes, I love it even more. Give it to the spare to share. That's how you do it. Give it to the spare to share. All right. Going all the way to the absolute last comment here. Harry Book and Meghan podcast is going to make them billionaires. So let it be written. So let it be done. The award for People's Choice is December 6th, and that is not also. I mean that. Wait, that is not also the day for the. So that the award is going to be on the day of the bed knobs and broomsticks. No, 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 no. Robert Kennedy Award as well. Oh, wait a minute. So which one of these awards is for? Okay, Robert Kennedy, that is for Harry and Meghan. Okay. And then what is that bed knobs and broomsticks is going for? That's the Earth flop. Anyway, they're going to be in Boston. Okay. Oh man, it's running together on me. And the reason why it's running together is because I just keep thinking about Church Nelly. That's why it's running together on me. Cause you know how much I think of Church Nelly. I could be anywhere doing anything, and I'd be like, I wonder how Church Nelly doing. So that's why I'm confused. Write it on the wall in the restroom next time. That's the best place for it. That's where you get all the interesting contacts is from the restroom. Yeah, while you're in the stall reading Harry's book, just put my number up there. All right. Joyceville says December 2nd in Boston for Willie and December 6th for Harry and Meghan. Thank you for clarifying that because it was all running together on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next. So, you guys, this is the photo I wanted to share yesterday, but I only had the smaller version of this photo, and I knew I had the big one somewhere. And anyway, so that's it. That is one of those photos that came out yesterday on the Archwell website. As you know, they dumped a bunch of stuff on the website yesterday, and I love the way Petal said, it seems like they just remembered that they had a website. And that is so true because every other day I would go to Archwell. Anytime there was any announcement, I would go to Archwell looking for the accurate, up to date information. And there was none. I mean, it seemed like for months they did not touch the Archwell page. And then all of a sudden there were pictures everywhere. So that's why yesterday I said new photos of Harry and Meghan, because literally they were new photos, like the one on the left and right. We hadn't seen those. Those events hadn't just happened. They just shared them. Like, look at there. Those came out yesterday. That says October the 18th. The other one says September the 7th. There was this incredible lag between releasing the photos and even posting the stories for that matter. And you guys know I ain't that quick, so I'm not always up on stuff as fast as I should be. And anytime I'm saying, where is it? I don't see it, then you know they must be a little slow off the mark. And sure enough, it took the month of Sundays to get it, but they did finally put it up there. Let me see. Baron, I was saying they booked on September 6th, so they can't go. Yes, I think I understood that. That the two events are happening at the same time. But yes, we still need to vote. Absolutely. And, there is always that possibility via the headlight. What is it? The, what do you call that? Satellite, or if you will, um, the Zoom. Who knows? Maybe they'll be able to do both things that day. At least, make a virtual appearance. But yeah, either way, we are voting. Absolutely. Got it. Okay. Let's see. Beautiful day. Baron, thank you. I just voted for our Princess Meghan Archetypes podcast. Lovely. Thank you so much for doing that. So important. It is so important that you guys vote. Do it just like Chicago during the Kennedy-Nixon election of 1960. Vote early, vote often, vote early. Vote for your cat. Vote for your cousins. Just keep voting. Get those votes in there by any means necessary. Vote. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so that's that. There is the larger version of that, which is what I wanted to share yesterday and neglected to do that. And so let's move on. All right. Thank you for sharing this, Black Lives Matter. Meghan used to make posts like this. This was one of her earliest Instagram posts and called people out for saying she isn't black on Twitter. Post her mom all over her account, and y'all want to insist that this is a new ploy. She is half black. The end. So there you have a post from Meghan on the left. Meghan Markle, my grandmother used to do this to my hair when I was a little girl. And of course, hashtag, oh, yes, she did. Hashtag New York City. Hashtag hair. Hashtag snap. Okay. That is from Duchess Meghan, according to Black Lives Matter. This is not something that I verified, but I'm going to go with it. And of course, there on your left side, Meghan Markle, my mom, belated birthday dinner. Hashtag, let me see, the Harbor Room. Okay, they're at the Harbor Room. Hashtag THR, the Harbor Room. Okay. Hashtag delicious. Hashtag Toronto. Hashtag happy mommy. Hashtag thank you. Now that is from September of 2013. That is from September of 2013. Thank you for sharing this, Black Lives Matter. And the other one, I don't have the date for that one, but this one is from 2013. Oh, this is just a ploy, right? No, this is who she's been. She wasn't hiding her mother's ethnicity. Oh, the constant battle to set the record straight. Okay. Lauren says, it's true. Meghan did post those. I remember when she first put them up on her account, she was always defending her blackness. And ain't it a shame that she's compelled to do that because of the nonsense that people have tried to pull on her? Hi, Legs. Wasn't that for the first Mayor Daley with his mob ties, allegedly. Didn't dead people vote for them? Well, that's what they say. But again, it was the unions that Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan destroyed. Let's also give credit to the unions for pushing the 1960 presidential election vote. Both things can be true at the same time, of course, but I am going to pivot toward the unions. The unions. Anyway, that's my official version, is that it was the unions that pushed over. I mean, remember back in the good old days when politicians used to crawl? They would literally prostrate themselves and crawl to the trade unions, dying for votes. Nowadays, they pay no attention to them. But back in the old days, if the UAW or the United Postal Workers Union or whatever, if they were to endorse a candidate, then you were a sure winner. Nowadays, they don't even mention unions. It's like it's become a bad word. We got to get our mojo back. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm about to go there. The Atlantic says how the UK became one of the poorest countries in Western Europe. Tory. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness, my allergies. Ooh, hold on. A Tory. Ooh. Thatcher. Thatcher. Oh, Thatcherism. Oh, I mean, sneeze. That's what I meant to do. I was sneezing when I slipped and said Thatcherism. That is the genesis. Thatcherism. You could also go back to Barry Goldwater here in the United States, but it was essentially Reagan that delivered our unionized heads on a platter. This is a shame, and I'm not taking glee in what I'm sharing with you guys. I think it is absolutely awful. The past few months have been rough for the United Kingdom. Energy prices are soaring. National inflation has breached double digits. The longest serving British monarch has died. The shortest serving prime minister has quit. And who suffers? Working class people. A whole generation of young people that will never own property. That's who suffers. A whole generation of young people who will never own property. And it seems to be okay with those people that back the governments that have dismantled all of the safety nets for working class people, for poor people, with their obsession about migrants, as though migrants don't work and pay taxes too, as though this is not the empire that has, what is it, all but 22 countries have never been invaded. Only, or should I say, all but 22 countries have been invaded by the British Empire, and they're worried about migrants. That's what keeps them up at night. At least when they receive visitors to their country, they get to live. At least they get to live. You can't say the same for some of the countries that were colonized. And so now as things have went into a downward spiral, look at how the working class people, who most of them weren't alive during the apex of the British Empire, most of them were not even alive, are suffering. Don't adjust your device. Shell record. Oh, I cut that off, didn't I? But Shell records, what is that? 8.2 billion pound profit as Britain faces soaring bills and something else that I cut off. But anyway, yeah, that is what's happening, is that the working class people, not only are they affected by the fuel prices directly if they own a vehicle or if they heat their homes, but it makes everything cost more than what it should. And while they are digging their claws into President Biden over what's happening with inflation in the United States, the tabloids, the newspapers, they barely mention what's happening in their own backyards. There is barely any mention of it. There is barely any mention of how people are suffering. Okay, so I just found that it says breaking Shell record 8.2 billion profit as Britain faces soaring bills, threats of blackouts and threats of blackouts. That's what got cut off. Soaring bills and threats of blackouts. Okay? Now, oh, you know what? That is why that is messed up. That yellow thing on the side there shouldn't be there. That graft on the side, I laid that on top of the other one. I figured that out now. Okay, Shell profits. So the Mirror, that's a tabloid. Shell has decided to talk about it. Shell profits more than double um, to huge $8 billion as Brits struggle against sky high bills. Isn't that a British company, Shell Oil? And take a look at this. Again, I'm not basking in this, I'm just stating the fact. U.S. gasoline prices on the 24th of October this year, you can see in the United States, the average was 3.5 a gallon. In Great Britain, it was 6.2 per gallon. $3.50 US, and this is using the gallon as a measurement, and $6.23.1 for British gas or petrol. Over here, you can see the price per liter. You can see the price per liter. That's not good. In the US, if we paid with our dollar for a liter of gasoline, which of course is less than a gallon, if we bought a liter, it would be 1.062. In Britain, you would pay 1.646. So, oh wait, I'm sorry. Well, anyway, the price is almost double. That's the point that I'm making. But yet every day, they go after Obama for the American economy. Not some days, every day. Every day they try to humiliate, I'm sorry, not Obama, Biden. They try to humiliate Biden. And oh, Shell Oil is Dutch. Thank you, Jay Patterson. They're on the left side. Oh, you know what? British Petroleum. Duh. Shell Oil is Dutch. British Petroleum is okay. Sorry about that. So take a look at the blue arrow. That is where the price index lands for the United States. You see where that blue arrow is? Now look all the way down there at the bottom. That is where you pay the higher price for fuel. So while the Daily Fail every day tries to tell us how bad it is in the United States in order to affect the election of our outcome, the outcome of our election. Every day they try to give us this dystopian view of the United States as though we are falling down in the abyss somewhere. Look at where the fuel prices are. They got something to say about every country in the world, but yet they don't even call out their own politicians. And I'm talking about the tabloids. They don't even call out their own politicians for the way they have sold out the working class person in Britain. The bread and butter. Without a working class, there is no democracy. Democracy would be a theory at that point. if it wasn't for the working class. And look at how they have been sold out all along, attacking the United States government, attacking the president of the United States. Whether you like them or not, it's not that. Yes, Biden tried to appeal to Saudi Arabia to produce more gas or more oil for the United States. And of course, they decided, oh no, we'd rather the Republicans win. If we can get Trump back in there, so much the better for us. But look at the price. Look at the price that we're paying compared to the rest of the world. Even at our worst, we are paying less than most of Europe, even at our worst. Now, at the very top, you have Venezuela. Quite a few oil producing countries are at the top. And somewhere, not even in the middle, but about a third's way down, there's the United States. And then you go all the way down to the bottom, the last 15 countries, the 15th most expensive place for oil is the United Kingdom. There you go. That's the proof. That's the proof of what the tabloids is doing to their own people. They are misleading and misinforming while everything costs way more than it should, because they got an in for the left, they got an in for the Democrats, they got an in for Joe Biden. And this is what people are paying. This is why people are worried that they won't be able to heat their homes this winter. That's why, because of the record profits that are going to the oil companies. And that's happening here in the United States. Don't get it twisted. There are big profits for United States fuel companies too, at a time when people are, having to tighten their belts, at a time when people are spending so much more for rent or to get their first mortgage. They are announcing record profits. And there you have the global inflation rates, which I shared with you last week, was it? United States, out of all these countries listed, including the European Union, our inflation rate is still lower than quite a few other people, including Germany, which has the strongest economy in Europe. As it goes, we're not doing too bad. So instead of singing God Save the Queen or God Save the King, how about God Save the People? How about that? How about God Save the People? Aren't the people worth saving? Don't the people need help? I mean, because those that got are going to get more, but those that are in need are getting the short end of the stick. And yet they play this semantical game of anti-Americanism, anti-Democrat Party, anti-Joe Biden. And people are helping them to celebrate this like the United States is in some horrible decline. I'm giving you proof. I'm showing you proof, unimpeachable proof, that that's just not the case. This right here, that yellow graph that you see on the side, anybody could look that up. Anybody could look that up. It is called, what is it? globalpetrolprices.com. globalpetrolprices.com. And it breaks down the price for every country in gallons, dollars, pounds, euros. You can see what everybody's paying. And this is accurate as of the 24th of October. And then they'll update it soon. And we'll still be doing okay compared to most people. So while you think that the United States is slipping into the abyss, there's always somebody else that would love to trade places with you. Hi, Legs. Legs says a super chat. Baron, I think the Daily Mail attack on Democrats' U.S. principles is xenophobia, elitist, and classism too. It tells the British people this is why we have the monarchy. It is why we are better. Yeah, what do they call that? British exceptionalism, that guiding principle that they've used for so long to fool people into thinking that they need the monarchy, is that British exceptionalism, as though everybody in the world is clamoring to get over there and to be ruled by the Tory party. And that's just not accurate. It is just not accurate. And so many of those hateful writers that have infiltrated the American media, a lot of them come from Britain. And why do they come over here? Because they could never make that kind of money there. They could never gain as much prestige there. So they come over here to take advantage of the openness of our media. And of course, those are some of the same people that routinely speak out against the Sussexes, like the lady that wrote for the what was it, NBC? The poor lady I showed you that was in her hospital bed that started using her poison pen against the Sussexes. And then all of a sudden, her health went into a downward spiral. And then what happened? A year later, her dog died. Better keep your mouth off of the Sussexes. I'm just saying. Uh, Oh, thank you so much for the Cash App. I won't say the name, but thank you so much. I just received it. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that's I'm just pointing this out, you guys, because I'm sick of it. Do you hear me? Sick! I'm sick of it. Oh man, y'all ain't heard that one in a long time, have you? But I am. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. So God save the people. The people are the ones that need help. The royals are going to be fine. Charles, with those little sausage appendages of his, he's going to be just fine. But help the people. They're the ones that need help. By the way, Legs, thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, but I'm just sick of it. Sick! Queen Elizabeth goes viral for urging generosity and self-sacrifice in front of a ornate gold piano. I would say you couldn't make stuff like this up, but you could, because you're looking at it right there. Oh man. And this is a space that most people will never have access to. And if you do want to see this space that you're paying for as the public, you better pay to get in there to see it. Now, again, I'm going to say it. There's a lot of things that Charles gets wrong, but if he opens up Buckingham Palace and you can see people using this place as a wedding venue, or perhaps you can have a dinner or something there, it would make more sense instead of one family having access to this for what? For what? These are spaces that they only use a few months out of the year, and at that, they may not go into that room. Even the queen may not have seen that room, but only on occasion. But yet, all the maintenance and all the upkeep does not put food on anybody's table except their own. Hello, Miss VS Speaks Royally. Thank you so much for being here. But there it is, a gold piano. While people are hungry and they have open food banks with smiles on their faces, some of those politicians, we can all feel secure that Charles III has this gold piano that none of those people will ever hear or will ever even see for that matter in person. But thank goodness for that, because so long as that family has so much for themselves, instead of donating proceeds to charities, then I think the world is a safer place, right? I'm being sarcastic, of course. Okay, you guys, going to change now that I've had my meltdown. Check it out. Check it out. I believe this is in Philadelphia. I believe this is in Philadelphia. Beautiful, right? It is so spiritual, so ethereal. Oh, did I just use a big word? Yes, I did. I think I need to get a bell for every time I use a big word. And you know what? I need to get another bell for every time I use it in proper context. So one bell for big word and two bells for proper context. Okay, so this quite ethereal work is in Philadelphia. And if you guys have never been to Philadelphia, Philadelphia is a great place for public art. It is absolutely beautiful. I went to Philadelphia for the first time in 2019, I think it was, and I was blown away. I have to say, so much more beautiful than Boston. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Boston has been, what do you call it, urban renewal. They kind of tinkered with it too much in the past and ruined the old world charm. And well, in Philadelphia, you have the old and the modern, and it is a great collection of outdoor art, public spaces, parks, as well as architecture. So I was so impressed with Philadelphia. Kim Brown, 7 months. Thank you so much for 7 months of membership to Royal Sussex. So let's take another view of it. Do you see that? This is a woman of color who is floating free, floating free. The air, the wind beneath her wings has uplifted her in a way that she is feeling absolutely free. Oh, Quirky T, is it your hometown? Yes, it is beautiful. I loved it. Do you hear me? I loved it. I thought it was just one of the most beautiful places. Yeah, they're working on it. Okay. Uh I let go of what has weighed me down. Light as a feather, I ride the wind, like folks have always done, flying free above the structures built to confine us. So that is what is beneath. You see it there? See the words on the wall there? Well, there is a poem beneath her there, and above her, I'm sorry, and above the poem, you can see her floating. Join us to celebrate a momentous new mural series titled Flight. So I suppose there will be others. Flight picture. I'm sorry, by artist Tatiana Falazida. Flight pictures what it would be like for Black people to rise above the ground into the sky. Imagine flying as a metaphor for liberation, escape, and transformation. In celebration of this new mural, Mural Arts is hosting a block party with poetry readings and music by local artists and delicious food. Find this creative, joy filled event at the foot of the largest mural in the flight series in City Center. I'm sorry, Center City. Mural by Tatiana something something, assisted by Megan Barnes, Devon Downs, Takira Mitchell, Marcus Hines, and Nick Tannen. So yeah, I love it. And yes, there I believe there are others that will be found around Philadelphia, if not already, but in the near future. But I just wanted to share that with you because I love those outdoor works of art. So let me see, Baron. I feel like you add at least 10 extra letters when you try to say, right? Oh man, I told you my side is hurting. J Matt says, "Hi Baron, a little late, but we'll watch again on replay. Love the cover of Harry's book. Voted for Megan's People Choice 25 times. Let's give her award." Yes, thank you so much, J Matt. Okay. Hats off to the artist that created this phenomenal mural. It's breathtaking, isn't it, though, right? Isn't it? Let me see here if I got another view of it. Uh, no, I guess I just have this one and this one. But they used a big crane to put it up, as you can see. Well, I don't think I have a picture of the crane, but yeah, they used one of those big cherry pickers to paint it, and I love the shadow and everything. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's just a great way to make something interesting out of an public space like that. So yeah, I love it. Okay, so well, I'm gonna tell my grandchildren this uh the queen consort, that this is the queen consort. So I didn't do that. Someone else posted that on Twitter. And then, of course, on the right side there, we have got a new driver starting for us tonight. So be nice and give her a wave. Well, I mean, she's got to do something until she can get that. She has to submit receipts to get that 115,000 pounds or 110,000 pounds. So she has to give receipts demonstrating that she has been, well, anyway, but she has to give out receipts for that. And then, of course, I saw this headline and I thought I was going to scream. Ford Fiesta to be axed forever after 12 years as Britain's most popular car. You guys, they are finally getting rid of the Ford Fiesta. Ford said it will stop manufacturing this popular Fiesta as it begins accelerating our efforts to go electric ahead of the ban on sales of new petrol and diesel cars from 2030. So, you guys, this is going to see the end of that basic transportation designed to merely get you from point A to point B with no frills, no extras, not really attractive or anything like that. It's just a basic automobile, or in some cases, is a nickname or a metaphor. But yes, by 2030, the Ford Fiesta will be gone. There'll be no new Ford Fiestas in Britain. And so when I saw that headline, I was inspired to celebrate the exit of the Ford Fiesta. One day it's just a little modest automobile designed to get you from point A to point B. And next thing you know, it's sitting up on a bunch of blocks and rims at the junkyard, worn out, threadbare, worse for wear. I mean, just a big hunk of crap just sitting there, uh, committed to the dust heap of history. Gone, I tell you, gone. Just a waste of space. 1 minute, it at the very least, it was just a basic form of transportation, only designed to get you where you needed to go. Not that it was going to impress anybody, but That's basically it. And now, of course, it is going to go to the smasher. It is going to be compacted and recycled into other things like beer cans or new cars or something. Uh, Speaking of dustbin of history, it reminds me of the Dust Bowl era, that era when things were pretty bleak in the Great Southwest because of the lack of replenishing rain. They had what they call the Dust Bowl era, and back in those days, people would drive some old jalopy, and y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Also, yesterday I had a little fun with Suella Braverman. I took a look at her, and for some reason, I started seeing that old movie with Karen Black, Trilogy of Terror, and there was that one particular scene where that doll chased Karen Black around her apartment and attacked her viciously with any sharp object that she could find, only to haul off and bite her. But yeah, there was something about her that just reminded me of that movie. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the eyes or something. But either way, I couldn't resist. But that is what is she, Secretary of State? That is the Secretary of State. So all I can say is watch her. And this is what I had yesterday. Remember, I mentioned that I had that delicious bow tie pasta in a bag, and it came with shrimps already. And what did I do? Well, I'm kind of greedy. I added some more shrimps to it. Anyway, oh my goodness, it was absolutely delicious. I couldn't wait to come home and eat the rest of it. It was so good. So yeah, it took me 2 days to eat the content of that bag of frozen pasta and shrimp from Costco's. But I have to tell you, ooh, good God, it was delicious. Okay, so not every book is going to be a bestseller. However, people will try. So, a couple people on Twitter, you know how I said I couldn't resist? Well, a couple of people on Twitter couldn't resist. Like, for instance, Kate Middleton's book called Keen. Or how about the other Kate Middleton book, Waiting, the Kate Middleton story by Angela Levin, a top 80,000 best-selling authors. Well, obviously, some stories just write themselves. And of course, I think I would be more interested in Keen. So, in the spirit of this writing, or should I say, creating books for the royal family, I decided that there ought to be one about Kate's time on the, in Soho and what is that, the theater district, when she, performed in her one woman, well, not one woman, but her hit musical Jazz Hands. Kate Middleton is Jazz Hands. So you could actually read about the accounts of Kate Middleton when she, was in the theater performing as Jazz Hands, right? And then, of course, I started thinking about some of her other, attributes. Like, for instance, that book, A Mess. The Middleton approach to fashion is called A Mess. So, you guys, I'm not saying that anybody is going to be able to find this book, but if you could just look under DYI. No, well, look under fashion or art. A mess. A mess. So just go to the counter at your local bookstore and say, "Hi, I'm looking for a mess." Or you might find it on some dusty shelf at the library. A mess. And then there's that other book, Plucked, Kate's Guide to Perfect Eyebrows. It's called Plucked. Kate's Guide to Perfect Eyebrows. Now, I was speaking to Debbie today, and I told Debbie, I said, I'm looking for the title of a book. And she had a suggestion. She said, how about Highbrow, Lowbrow? By Kate Middleton. Highbrow, Lowbrow. I said, you know what? That's brilliant. I said, let me reimagine what that book cover would look like. So there you have it. Kate Middleton, Highbrow, Lowbrow. Highbrow, Lowbrow by Kate Middleton. It's the book that Kate Middleton forgot to write. So I'm just throwing those out there. Who knows if she'll actually pick up on those, but she might. She might. But maybe somebody will write a book about her fashion. Maybe that person will actually have been on the fashion. The fashion.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
Yeah, maybe that person will have actually been a member of the fashion police. Ooh, that's a good one. Botoxed. Botoxed? Ooh. Okay, I'm going to have to make that one. Botoxed. Yeah, so I tell you, there's a book inside of her someplace. And when and where that book is introduced to the world is anybody's guess. But books just write themselves. All right, you guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining us here on Royal Sussex. I almost forgot about these. I think I had threw those together last minute. Somebody posted this on the Twitter. She's wearing Bruce Oldfield out by Countess of Wessex, but the Countess of Wessex is feeling a bit frayed. Sophie's outburst at bodyguard outside of bridal shop. What in the world was that about? Now, this was from 2011, but yeah, good old fashioned Ford Fiesta. She was having a fit on him, and the Daily Mail actually published that. But she's always been a bit of a shady character, like the Sophie tapes, Sophie's Aid, Gay and Sex and other stuff, and Sophie's Ecstasy and other stuff. Now, I don't think any of those implies that she had anything to do with that stuff, but these are just magazine covers. You know how the tabloids do. They'll use her name to introduce things that may have happened to people around her. I think that's how it goes. So I'm going to be fair and say it wasn't directly related to her, I don't think. But anyway, but yeah, she's had quite a bit of a dodgy time as the Countess of Wessex. And well, anyway, you guys, you can look up those titles if you like and find those stories. Just, screenshot it right now, and then you can go and dig up those titles by using that screenshot. I'm just saying. All right, so now I think I am done. I am done. That just throwing a little shade on the way out. No discernible skills, bankrupt company, 1.7 million pounds, unpaid debt, married ex Kirching. Married Ed Kirching. Okay, so, and what about that? I think one of the most offensive things besides the blue jumpsuit was that time she went to Westminster Abbey wearing a bathrobe. Remember that? Remember that when she wandered into Westminster Abbey dressed up in a bathrobe? How offensive. Absolutely offensive. Okay, now I'm done, you guys. I have finished throwing shade. I have finished being shady. and I am done. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And thank you, Sherry Ware, for being super helpful today with those links. That was very, very nice of you. Okay. And let me see. I am looking for my list, courtesy of Sherry Ware, one of our amazing moderators. Okay. And the list says thank you to Kat Harlem for your 3 months membership. And and also for your super sticker. Also, thank you, Church Nelly, for 15, my good friend Church Nelly, for 15 months membership. Audrey Teschner. Oh, what am I doing? I'm being so rude. Let me leave lunch on the screen. Kim Brown, 7 months membership. Okay, yes. So Audrey Teschner, thank you so much for the super sticker. And also thank you to the Cash App that I received earlier. That was very nice. Uh, yes, thank you, and more thank yous. All right, you guys, I am done. It has been an exciting day. I am just so happy and elated with all of the great news that has come out. So much so that I have laughed, I cried, my side is hurting, so on and so forth. Let me see here. Naomi Maria says, thanks, Baron. Enjoyed podcast full of laughs, shady and informative. Made me think of certain stuff I have to dig up and research of subjects you've triggered my mind. Oh, thank you, Naomi. Thank you. Oh, I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Oh, thank you, Big Mama. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. And our last thought of the day from Prudence is shout out to all my squatties in the chat. Is Quick still at work? So I'm saying hi to Baron and family. One love. Thank you, Prudence. Thank you for the lovely last word of the day. Um, Oh, thank you, Pomerose. Thank you for being here. Okay, and let me see. Let me see. Yes, Harry's going to do the audio for the book. Yes, and I'm looking forward to that because I love to hear Harry's speaking voice, especially since he's been married. I think his skills, his oratory skills, have expanded exponentially. Uh-oh, did I say exponentially? That's another big word. Wasn't in the proper context. 2 bells for that. Yes. 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 I'm on a roll here. Let me see. Okay. Yes. Thank you, everybody. And don't forget to vote for our Duchess for the People's Choice Award. All right, so I've already. Oh no, I didn't Ginger Avenger. Yeah, we're gonna have to Ginger Avenger ourselves out of here. The hard part is me to not think about having that other bag of frozen pasta with shrimp in the freezer. I mean, I just had it. It's such a rich, tasty, buttery, cheesy dish. See how I added more cheese and more shrimps? But it was so delicious. I'll wait until Saturday to have it again, or maybe Sunday, because it was just so good. Ooh, it was good. I mean, I was just so happy and so satisfied. I got that from Costco. So good. Anyway, but I'm not going to think about it because, I'm already stuffed, and yeah, it's just anyway. It was just a frozen dinner that cooked up better than I could have ever imagined. It was actually 10 minutes in the microwave and it's in a bag. And then you just kind of let it cool down. Then you rip open the bag and slide it onto the plate. Oh, 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 I'm in love. Oh, okay. Remember, there are no leaks. Oh, no, sorry. There are no leaks in Montecito. All right. All right. So let me go back to something else here to leave on the screen while I prepare to ginger avenger ourselves out of here. But yeah, it was awesome. Very rich. You definitely couldn't eat something like that every day. What's wrong, Doris Heatherton? Was it something I said? Kay Costello, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex and being a member of Royal Sussex. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I got carried away. Yeah, I relived the moment just looking at that photo. And anyway, yes, I just relived the moment. That's all. It just brought back the memory of it. Let me see here. Hey, Asa, thank you for being here. All right, so you guys, thank you, and I am going to ginger vengeance out of here. And oh yes, and I think that let me see if she's on. Let me see if she's on. I believe. Yes, she's on. Um, what do you call it? Duchess of Successes is just coming on, you guys. So I am going to go over there and listen while I prepare my lunch, which may or may not be that pasta dish that I mentioned like 20 times. Thrive with Stride. Hello. Thank you for being here. Okay, you guys, it is that time. It's the time for leaving. All right, thank you to our Queen of Hearts and our Queen of Everything. It's the time or the season for loving. Yeah, I am in a good mood. I think something about that book put me in a good mood. Okay, I'm sitting here daydreaming. I am ready to ginge avenge. Bye, Lauren. Thank you for checking in with us today. Who else is here? Uh, okay. Bye, Elizabeth Daniels. Thank you so much for being here. Gosh, did I have fun today? I am in such an amazing mood, and all it took was that book, and of course, a chance to vote for the Duchess of Sussex for the People's Choice Award. All right, so long, cookies and cream. Thank you so much. And I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Please vote for the Duchess of Sussex, and to all a good night." Yes, no bad energy. I'm going to celebrate by putting my teeth in today. Let me see. And walk around with that big Martha Ray Polydent smile. Really? I wonder what happened. Oh, I'm sorry. That's interesting. I don't know what caused that. Okay, you guys, good night. I'm going to end broadcast. Love you guys, and I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love your tomorrow. You're only a day